God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Love in this light. Here's God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn. Peace world. Welcome, 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 or welcome back. I'm Goddess Dawn. It's Saturday, December 5th, 2020. And I'm here with a story about actress Letitia Wright. You may know her from the movie Black Panther. She played the sister to T'Challa, played by the late Chadwick Boseman. May he rest in peace. I saw a report about her on TMZ yesterday. Apparently, she posted a controversial video questioning the COVID vaccination. And as a result, she got a lot of backlash. This is on Twitter mostly, which confuses me though, because why not question it? Why is this something that can't be questioned? But let me pull up an article on CNN to get clarity for everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. All right, so the title, Black Panther star Letitia Wright faces backlash for posting video criticizing coronavirus vaccines. This is her. Black Panther star Letitia Wright is facing social media backlash after sharing concerns and conspiracy theories about COVID-19 vaccines on Twitter. The actress shared a video Thursday on Twitter from a YouTube personality who made baseless claims about the vaccine safety and expressed his concerns. Wright eventually deleted the tweet after dozens of back and forth exchanges with people criticizing her for spreading potentially dangerous misinformation. So I went to Twitter to look at the backlash, and actually I could pull it up here. Comes right on up in the search bar. And there's good reason for her to have these questions, as I have them. I'm sure many others do also. This tweet here says some of what we are thinking. It says, I'm surprised at the amount of people, Black people, bashing Letitia Wright, especially when we consider the relationship between the scientific community and Blackness. Most famous example being the Tuskegee experiment. And I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Tuskegee experiment. I would say Google it to get it factual, but it's definitely something that was a horrible experience for many of our Black men, I believe soldiers, given syphilis under the guise of getting vaccinated. So here's the tweet saying that Marvel's Letitia Wright has left social media after being bullied and harassed by the cancel mob. SJWs are telling Marvel, I don't know what SJW stands for, but it says they're telling Marvel to fire her for being anti-vaxxing, transphobic bitch. Cancel culture abusing religious Black women because she was concerned about a vaccine. Wow. So here are some of the tweets people sent to her. I'm so mad you're a stupid bitch. I mean this with the most disrespect. F you. You're an anti-vaxxer. Shut the F up. Another one, let's go weed out these scum. Why is it that people are scum for questioning a vaccine that it's being rushed? First of all, reports state that the flu vaccine isn't even that effective. It might be in the 60th percentile. And that vaccine has been around for a long time. So let's see some of these other things. You deserve to be canceled. Here's hoping Disney, Marvel Studios, and Avengers. They tagged all of these entities. Cut you loose. You're a horrible example for children everywhere. So I don't know if this is real backlash, or I kind of feel like it might be a PR push, possibly even by the government, to people afraid to speak out, maybe even conform and change their mind about vaccines. But it doesn't affect my decision about not rushing to get the vaccine. I don't know if I will at all, but I just find that to be quite weird. So the article goes on to say, Wright argued that she was only asking questions about what she could put in her body and tweeted that if you don't conform to popular opinions but ask questions and think for yourself, you get canceled. At one point, she liked a tweet calling for the Black Panther sequel to be canceled. Who would call for the Black Panther sequel to be canceled but a non-Black person, first of all, over something like this? This is another eyebrow-raising comment to me. It says Wright plays the genius superhero Shuri in the Marvel movie franchise and is expected to play a larger role in the sequel following the death of Chadwick Boseman. Wright's Avengers Endgame co-star Don Cheadle called the video hot garbage in a tweet. He says, I would never defend anybody posting this, but I still won't throw her away over it. The rest I'll take off Twitter, he wrote. And this is disappointing to me that he spoke out, and I personally do feel that he was made to do so. I think he's on a high enough level in Hollywood, I think, to be a chosen mouthpiece. And part of maybe his obligations to stay on that level or even be able to rise even further. Why would he speak out of everyone? And he's her co-star and call it hot garbage. That's very disrespectful. It says, on Friday, she attempted to defend herself on Twitter. It says, my intention was not to hurt anyone. My only intention of posting the video was it raised my concerns with what the vaccine contains and what we're putting in our bodies, nothing else. CNN has contacted Wright's representatives for further comment. U.S. officials are working on plans to distribute the vaccines once they're authorized, and some people, including healthcare workers or nursing home residents, could potentially get them before Christmas. I know the UK, they're about to roll theirs out. Dr. Fauci, who is our expert over here, he made a public statement stating that it's not really a trustworthy vaccine because of the fact that it was rushed and that they cut corners. And he was made to come back and apologize for that statement and retract it. But the statement stands, and I think that his opinion is a very strong one. So it's not to be taken lightly. The article goes on to say Thursday was the worst day of numbers reported in the pandemic so far in the United States, with 217,664 recorded new cases of COVID-19 and 2,879 reported deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University. States and cities around the U.S. have imposed curfews on bars and restaurants and other restrictions in hopes of containing the spread of the virus. Facebook announced on Thursday that it would begin removing false claims about the coronavirus vaccines that have been debunked by public health officials. And here we go with Facebook, and who also owns Instagram. And I don't know what else they own, other platforms, but they are starting to try to control our speech. And, you know, that we're just heading in a very, very bad direction with regard to some of this stuff. So 2021 should prove to be very interesting. This vaccination, it's a real concern for many who are adamant about not taking it. I reported on this before. You know, the UK is about, like I said, the UK is about to roll theirs out. They're already talking about banning people from society who don't carry what they're going to call a COVID pass or a COVID passport, which will prove that one has been vaccinated. The fact that the backlash against her came so fast and furious is another concern. Again, why can't she express her concerns without being accused of creating fear and being accused of spewing dangerous rhetoric? That is, you know, a big part of what was said about her. I'm convinced that there's a PR force behind the pro-vaxxer movement on social media. This is why it's important not to follow the herd. You'll follow them right over a cliff or into a bottomless ditch if you don't have your own compass, and ask questions on the way. But I'm gonna leave it here. Join me and my warrior sis, Miss Kim, tonight, actually 9 p.m. Pacific. We're going live. Till then, peace, world.